So the mission today is to fill up the tires of the tractor with ballast weight. I decided to use windshield washer fluid because it won't freeze, and make sure you get the kind that won't freeze. They're not all the same, especially in the summer. They have what they call a summer formula, and it's not made for cold temperatures, and it will freeze. But the idea is I'm going to make a little jumper hose here using an old garden hose and some connectors I have, and fill up this bucket right here with the solvent. Use this pump that I use to pressurize my rainwater totes to draw the solution out and put it into the tire with the valve that I got off of Amazon, I think, that attaches to the inlet of the tire, the air inlet, and allows you to put liquid in. It has a little bleeder on it, which I'll show you later. And then we're going to add 20 gallons of windshield washer fluid to the tires. The back two will take 10 gallons, and then the front two would probably take, I'm guessing, 4 or 5 gallons maybe. I only have 20 gallons. That's all they had at Home Depot where I got the windshield washer fluid. So I think I'm going to put probably 2 gallons in each front tire and then 8 gallons in each back tire. So let's see how it goes. A little better if you heat up the hose first a little bit, but I think I can get it like this. I normally wouldn't even use these type of fittings, but I got them free somewhere, I think at a Goodwill outlet or something, and they come in handy for this type of thing, but generally speaking, you don't want to use this day to day. So this is where I'm at. I don't think this filter on the end is totally necessary. I just had it sitting there, so I put it on. It's made for my, if I ever need to get water while I'm out in a pond or something, I got that. But anyway, it goes down. I made the little short jumper hose. There's another filter there. I do recommend having some kind of filter, but you just don't need two. So anyway, it's going to draw the fluid in that way. Once it's primed, then it'll push it out through this garden hose. And I have a little end on it here, which I highly recommend. I'll put a link to this in the description for this. But these are handy to have on all your hoses. They really allow you a lot of control without going back to the spigot to turn it off each time. So anyway, we're going to put some washer fluid in here, turn on the pump, prime it, and see if we can get pressure there. And then we're going to put this on the end, remove the valve core, air valve core from the tire, and connect this. Hopefully we have washer fluid coming out and filling up the tire. Let's see what happens. I know a way to make this go a little faster. Let's try. All right, let's see what happens. I'm going to turn on the pump. Now remember, we got water in the line, so I'm going to have to bleed that out first. See if we can get it without priming it because of the gravity. See what happens. It'll self-prime. Doesn't look like it's priming. Okay, I think it primed, but I got it leaking all over the place, so I'll try it again. All right, my first attempt didn't go very well. My old bowl was cracked because I didn't drain it in the winter, and I tried to like epoxy it back, and it didn't seal very good, so it was leaking out of there and popped out of the plug. So I think the best thing to do would have been to prime this first before I even started it up. But it definitely would have some flow to it. So let's try it again and see what happens. Hopefully this hose fills up with fluid. I already used about a gallon of it. Being stupid. Alright, let's give it a try again. The pump actually cut off on me. I think it's some kind of reset tripped or something because it was getting so wet. Probably the circuit breaker. Let me go check that. See if fluid comes out. Yep, see that? That's washer fluid. Yay! Take out the valve core. Be careful not to lose this because it'll shoot out. Right there, that's the valve core, guys. We'll put on this little adapter kit here. You see how it has this valve? That allows you to let air out while you're filling up the tire with fluid. See? Very good to have these valves, man. You can get these right off Amazon. Alright, so the tire is stopped. Having air come out. I got the wrong adapter. So I'll screw this on, and then that will mate to this. We'll purge out the water till it's washer fluid going, and we'll fill that tire up with windshield washer fluid. Turning blue. Good idea. Good sign. Alright. Here. And as this is going, I'm going to need to keep feeding more windshield washer fluid into my bucket. Get it started. A little bit of a leak. Windshield washer fluid costs money and it's leaking just a hair. Not seated properly. This gasket in there is not very good. It's like a hard rubber. As soon as you touch it, it just deforms. Probably why it's not sealing. Let me put a better gasket in here. So the O-ring in this was hard plastic instead of being rubber. Thank goodness I got some extra O-rings. I'll find one that'll fit in there and seal it right, but it doesn't work if it's hard plastic. It's not a good sealer. That O-ring's a lot better and it's actually rubber. See how much it does. Or how well it does, Mike. Seems to be doing pretty good. All right, I'm gonna go feed some more fluid in. idea to put your jack underneath here, or if you have, of course, your stabilizers on your hydraulics if you have a backhoe, but something to keep the weight off of the tire, because once you disconnect the hose, the weight of the tractor is going to want to push it down, and it might eject the fluid out before you're able to put in the valve core. So jack it up, takes the weight up off the tire, allows me to do what I'm doing without worrying about the liquid coming back out. I mean, you probably could do this part after you put the liquid in, so the expansion of the tire, once it's compressed, helps the liquid go in, versus it being full like this. But I think that it probably will go in either way. Let's find out. Probably help if I opened up the valve. So yeah, it's drawing it down, no problem. 8 gallons in here. It'll hold 10, but I only have so much fluid. I want some in the front. I'm going to put 8 gallons in the back of each tire, and then 2 gallons in each front tire. From here, we just put some air in there. I air these up to 20 pounds. And also having this fluid in here makes your air stay in much better, so you don't have to top off your pressure very often when you have this much fluid in there. All right, that's all 4 tires done on the tractor, 2 gallons in the front, 8 in the back. And that's how you add ballast to your tractor with windshield washer fluid. Take care. Shalom.